live now. In the last live, I had an issue with the audio, so I'll repeat whatever I've shared in the last video. All right, so I'm back in doing lives because editing is too much effort. So let's just do this. This is what we do, right? The topic of this video is a particular mental model that helped me sell over 4 crores of deal, and something that I have seen and observed in newbie salesmen, especially in even in our team. While I'm training them, I'm observing this trend. And if you are somebody, a freelancer, an agency owner, a coach who wants to close your first deal and you're not able to, then this might be the reason. You see, a lot of the times when I see the sales call recordings of a new salesman, a sales rep, or a closer, what I see is they focus on closing rather than probing. So, in any sales call, your job is not really to close. Your job is not to sell your product or services or your time either. I know that's like the ultimate thing, right? That's the ultimate goal. But the focus, if it lies on the goal, you'll get distracted from the process. And the process of a sales call is to focus on four key aspects of your customers. Aspect number one is understanding their situation, where they are, which means if you're selling health programs, what is their weight, what is their height, what is their age, what is the problem, that's the second part of it, right? What problem are they facing, how long has this been problem going on, what have they done about it, and why do they think it has not been working, right? Third aspect is the impact of the problem. Because the problem exists, what else is happening in their life, right? Because the problem exists, what other issues they're facing in different other aspects of their life, personal or professional. And then we got to talk about the significance of the desire. What is the desired state, the need payoff, right? Now, once these four things are set in place, you get enough data to connect it to your pitch or your product or services and share them how your product or service can help them. And if your product or service does not solve any of the problems, then you clearly tell your prospect that, hey, I can't solve XYZ problem for you, but I can solve ABC problem for you. What a lot of salespeople do, no matter what the prospect answers, they just focus on the pitch, right? They just focus on telling them how their product service can help them the best. That's not how a sale is made. A sale is made when things make sense. The product or service that you sell makes your prospect's life easier, helps solve the problem faster, uh, soothes their pain, or makes the process cheaper. If let's say I'm helping you with building a software, you go and build your own software. It takes years of time. I'll build it in 2 weeks. It solves the problem faster, right? Now you don't know how the product or service can help this prospects solve this prospect problem unless you actually focus on the problem. Many people do this, they just focus on the pitch, not on the problem. And I was one of them. Like, I used to do that a lot in the beginning of my sales career, and that is why I feel like so motivated in sharing this out loud, that if you are closing somebody in a call, do not focus on closing, focus on the process of finding their situation, their problem, the impact, and the need for payoff, right? If you focus on this, you'll naturally be able to connect the dots between the problem and your product. Your product is basically a gap, a bridge to fill up that particular gap that they're facing, right? So that's my advice for today. If you're somebody who's trying to close, then focus not on closing, rather on the process, which helps build trust with your prospects, which helps build a good rapport with them. And ultimately, you're not selling like a typical salesman. You are a consultant who's advising, and your product just happens to solve their problem, right? That's how you close the deal. And something that I've done, by the way, this is a quick hack if you guys are trying to close. This is something that I've done in my business to help me close better. So what I did earlier is, like, I separated my sales calls into two sales calls. It was a two call close instead of one call close. So the first call would be just to understand the site, understand the figure out a strategy for the customer, understand their pain points and problems, and give them the right strategy. And the second call is where I go ahead and try to close. That way it becomes very, very easy. So give me a minute. I have some work to. Yeah, so sorry. I was Swiggy guy came. So yeah, so what did I do? I divided my sales calls into two parts, right? One part of it would be just a strategy call where I would like not even pitch. I purposefully did that so that my mindset would not be on the pitch, would rather be on the strategy. So in the first call, what I used to do for the first 25-30 minutes, we'll just discuss the right strategy for them. I would advise them the right game plan. And I would book another meeting where I'll take their permission and tell them, you know what, in the next meeting, I'll only talk about my services if you're interested. And they'll say, usually say yes. So in the next call, I would like create a nice proposal and share with them. And this is a very authentic way of selling because we have built a good rapport. We have shared a lot of strategies with our people. And because of this, we have made friends and selling becomes very, very easy. Now, slowly, what I've done is transition into one call closes where in the beginning of the call, I reveal all of this. And because of this, which what happens is we have a good rapport with the prospect right from the get-go. So focus is never on the closing aspect of it, rather providing value. And closing happens if they feel like, okay, I have more value to gain from their product or services. And that's how you do it. So I hope you got some value from this call. If you're watching it on Facebook, do comment something, let's say a replay or whatever you take from this particular video. If you're watching it on YouTube, do comment what value you have gotten from this video. I'll be trying to go live every single day. No promises though, because I have a lot of work to do. But yeah, thank you very much for watching and have a great day ahead.